Episode 4.
Break.
Yeah, we had a 2-week break. Yeah. It's episode 4, Chords and Choruses. You should know who we are by now, I'd like to think.
If you're hearing this noise, I'm drinking a tea.
Grandad.
Yeah, I'm doing Grandad today. I thought it's a bit funny.
Okay. Just.
Oh, yeah. How you
Make
make
sure you know.
Slim's in the building, as usual.
Done.
Back.
You know this. So, yeah.
How's the 2 weeks been? I was just on a quick, how are you lot?
Okay, yeah.
There's 2 weeks, none of us have seen each other, so...
Been alright, can't complain, bro. Same old. Been busy with the craft and
just been doing the same.
Yeah.
Making sheds and...
That's it, you know. Adjustments and that.
Gonna be building houses, doing brickwork.
Soon.
What about you, Melly?
Trying to mix this bloody podcast.
Filming ahead.
Yeah, I mean that was a bit. That's been a bit of a challenge. But I'm enjoying it though. At the same time, like it's a challenge, but we get in there. I feel like over time, Slim said it before. Over time, we'll get things in order. Yeah, so just stick with us.
Trials, man.
Just stick with us because
everything, you know, like new business, all of that. You have the trials and tribulations, learning processes that you just you never knew, or things that would just come up that you would never even think about prior doing it.
And we're meticulous as well. Yeah, I know I am definitely.
Melly's definitely
very meticulous.
Needs it to be right.
Huh?
Did you need it to be right? Perfect.
As perfect as possible. Yeah. It has to be. So yeah, that's kind of been what it's been, obviously working as one does. And yeah, I've been writing new music as well again.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm enjoying right now.
You've been in the swing.
Yeah. I feel like I'm getting back into my bag again.
Is writing like periodic for most artists?
Not necessarily. I don't think in this day and age.
So much going on, people just got to be doing it.
And some artists are okay. A lot of artists, I would say, are okay with talking about the same thing over and over again, just in a different way. You get what I mean?
Imagination comes into it at the same time.
Yeah, of course. You still get about the same thing. You still invite your imagination. So, like I said, I'm not slighted. That's not to slight other artists, because I listen to artists that do that and I enjoy them. Do you get what I'm saying? But me as an artist, I feel like I have to write from what I'm experiencing, what I'm feeling. Yeah. Otherwise, it just feels a bit off. Obviously, I can write about like certain concepts and stuff when I'm ready, but there has to be some source of inspiration first. So I know other artists that are like that. Yeah.
Is it fun? Like, do you enjoy it when you're in that?
Oh yeah.
That period.
Because it just reminds you, it's like, blood, you got this. Like, man, don't doubt yourself, man.
You see your skill.
Yeah, and you see the improvements as well. Yeah. Okay, yeah. You see the improvements. For me, being at radio for the last 4 years has definitely played a big part in like just my showmanship and everything, like, and playing with cadences and getting a bit more comfortable.
So your pen work.
I wouldn't say pen work, performance, and delivery.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Definitely, wordplay has always been.
But I was thinking, what it helps your pen. I wouldn't have really put the two together.
Radio can. I mean, looking at what we watched. I made Andre watch Risky Roadz. Last night. Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah, trust me, it was a blast from the past, bro.
It was mad.
Yeah.
It was like year 7 all over again. How everyone was dressed, the car, everything. It was real throwback.
Trust me. Yeah.
It was good if you can go back and watch stuff like that. Especially if you're into like the UK scene.
And how it like
and that.
All kind of got built. Yeah, how it evolved. Yeah, like
Dizzy's on it, like
early doors.
In the estate making a video. Wiley, all roll deep. It was good. That's why I stayed so late, because I didn't want to leave, and then I'm like, I ain't gonna see the rest again.
Yeah. No, but again, it's there as well. Like, if you want to borrow it, you can do, because I enjoy I enjoy sharing that stuff. Like as much as I remember a lot of it, like there was a double the part where D double came in, yeah, like when they were doing the freestyles.
Oh yeah.
That was I forgot when I was younger, yeah, I will that one clip up, yeah. I couldn't tell you how many times. I could not tell you how many times. Yeah, but like even when I heard Footsie's verses, Footsie's bar as well, yeah, I was like, oh, this is just
Footsie's bar sick in that.
Yeah, it was just.
And I ain't ever really listened to Footsie too tough, you know.
And
because
I'm gonna say it's just I feel as a fan.
He's Boy Better Know, right?
No. He's Newham Generals with D double.
Okay.
And Monkster I think Monkster takes breaks from the looks of things, like from music scene.
Oh, okay.
So generally, I would say it's more so Footsie and double. Yeah, I mean, obviously Monkster's been about. Like I know he has, but it just seems like he's like had periods where it's like I don't know if maybe it's just me not looking for him.
I mean, there's other members
been making music. Do you get what I mean? The scene's so big now, you can't always keep tabs on all of the artists that you know.
Look similar to him in Roadz. No, in Boy Better Know. Yeah, not similar, but like short, kind of stocky. They might have really low hair or a bald head.
I can't think of anyone that's short and stocky in BBK. JME, Shorty, Frisco, Jammer.
Frisco, I think it's Frisco that.
You was thinking of okay.
Can you see what I meant? Like, see how Frisco is like. He's not skinny, but he's not.
No, I would say Frisco is.
He's like.
Well, Frisco's got more of a. He'll definitely have more of a yard man flow.
But he's talking about the thinking about the two of them. No, I wouldn't say them two look alike. Funny enough, back in the day, certain people used to say I look like Footsie. Yeah, one or two people used to say it.
Again?
Frisco is what I said. Yeah, some people used to say like Footsie. I was like,
I would not say that at all.
And it's not to slight him or bad him in any kind of way. But I was like, what are you talking about?
I don't see that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can understand certain people they say every person has a double somewhere in the world, but you definitely notice, like you said, no disrespect to Footsie. You've got a
doppelganger, yeah.
Let's not.
You have got a doppelganger. Slim has got a doppelganger.
Go check his Instagram. Who's it?
Have you not watched and some people burn it? Yeah. Have you seen Black Lightning at all on Netflix? Yeah, it's like a superhero. It's a DC superhero.
I've seen it, but no.
It's not the guy that plays Black Lightning. It's the guy that plays Lala. Yeah. Yes. Slim, that is your doppelganger.
No way.
That is your doppelganger.
I'm googling it.
No,
that is your doppelganger.
It's not.
Lala.
Blood. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You see when, like, if you was permanently vexed, but like calm vex, yeah, because your vex is like 10 million, yeah. Lala's vex is Lala's vex is like
no way.
Calm. I'm like I'm gonna deal with you. I'm gonna handle you.
What's your piece?
You see it, innit?
I can kind of see why.
You see it.
We ain't even trying to.
You see it. Shout out Tony Baker, sending all kinds of love his way, man. Difficult times for that brother there, but
I don't know what you guys see.
He's a comedian from the States that I've been following for the last couple of years, but he lost his son to a car accident.
I saw a video on YouTube about it, but I never I didn't actually click it.
Yeah. See now,
but I don't know who Tony Baker is either.
Yeah, no, he's one of the comedians I caught onto from All Def Digital, their YouTube channel. Shout out them. Yeah, they definitely helped man out through some difficult times with a lot of laughs and banter. And
yeah, you was banging.
Jokes. Yeah, I was in. I'm telling you, yeah.
Last year, 2019.
Comedians, even 2018, blood. The comedians, them are they're necessary, bruv. They're necessary. But yes, let's not stray away too tough. As much as I enjoyed reasoning with my brothers, yeah.
Obviously, that was just a check-in.
Of course.
The check-in, the check-up.
Because you're right, we hadn't seen each other in like 2 weeks, obviously, for reasons we weren't going to.
Yeah. I dropped the other day, yeah. I didn't tell you the story properly.
Oh, yeah, because I thought you told me.
But also Slim. Obviously, you like a bastard, don't ask me how I've been. But I'm just going to tell you. Fuck ya, both of you. Anyway, bastards.
You're absolutely right. My bad.
No, it's alright. The other day, there was a curb, say like 3 foot away from me, but I didn't notice the curb was there. So I'm distracted doing what I'm doing where I'm standing. Then I start walking, and I'm doing a pace because I'm trying to get somewhere. Yeah, but the curb was there. I fell flat. I ain't ever. The last time I felt like that was probably school. Like when you really drop on the floor. No more time when you're, and as an adult, you might like
reach for something, and then you fall.
Nah, my legs was up in it, like from my knees to my hands. It was a shambles.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I had to turn my face to make sure it doesn't get scrape up and that.
Yeah. Oh.
This way, but yeah. Anyway, music.
No, but you made me feel bad though. Yeah. Look, I was a bad friend there. I was supposed to ask him. Obviously, in real life, I know. Really and truly, I know how he is. Yeah, like because I've been with him. But
I chat shit all the time.
Yeah. You know, get me try to draw me out there. But it's alright.
We had bad music out though.
Yeah. So do you want to lead the way? You lead the way then. Like what have you been listening to?
Well, I just opened my phone and it. Glow in the Dark was right there. So I guess
you can start with that. Shout out Manga Saint Hilare is what I'm going to start with. Yes, Louis B is the producer. Shout outs to Louis B.
Okay.
Big ups. You lot smashed it. I even had to send him a DM and just be like, bro, nah, it's big and serious. You did it again, blood. Like,
I ain't never really listened to him.
I started properly. Like, obviously, I've listened to Manga in different places. He's on one of them DVDs that I'm gonna show you at one stage. So I've always known about Manga, but I wouldn't say that I've followed his music closely enough over the years. But I would say it was like 2017, maybe, when I started to catch on to bits and pieces. I was like, yeah, I'm rating his thing. He was always like a flow father from the beginning. But then when he started, like, obviously started developing his songwriting, like, and song structures, as well as flipping punchlines. Not to say he didn't have them before, but you can just see the growth. Yeah.
You can see how he's excelled.
Definitely.
How he's evolved.
And arguably how he's actually one of the best in the scene.
Definitely, yeah. Whole time, man.
He's one of the best. He's one of the best in the scene in terms of grime, yeah. And I feel like, and I know certain people will probably be like, oh, it has to be one of them, done it. Yeah, what the? Anyhow, yeah.
Hopefully you didn't hear that.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys didn't. But what was I gonna say? It was about Manga.
He's one of the best.
Yeah, he's one of the best in the scene. I think that's what I was gonna say. I feel like some people were, maybe even purists might just get annoyed, but who cares? Yeah, about what anybody has to say. Manga has significantly helped grime evolve. Because he's been a lot more vulnerable, open with himself, self-critical, but also showing the skill set and showing the consistency, and him reminding himself in what he's writing that he's a bad boy. Yeah, like.
Who would you say are some of the main people in grime? Because I don't listen to grime that much. I'm not in the community like that to know.
I think that depends on the person. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I have a complete handle on what's actually happening in the grime scene. But in my opinion, I would say, obviously, Stormzy still holds some place in it. Like, people might have their opinions or whatever, but he always does give you grime somewhere along the line, should I say. And
even if it's a little verse or something in a song.
Yeah, you'll get it
featured
from him.
somewhere.
Yeah. But I feel like, no, even on the albums you'll get a grime tune. The last two he did, there were grime tunes on there. Yeah. And I appreciate it.
I think it's also where you, like you said, where you look.
But again, some grime purists would probably say, no, what are you talking about? Because he's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Yeah, I assume, should I say anyway, that is something they'd say.
I get why you
but
can say that.
But Uncle Mez, I think, has been working heavily. Capo Lee, definitely.
It's Get still classed as in.
For me, he is. But then at the same time, I just feel like he's transcended that, bruv. Yeah, he's transcended it. Yeah.
What transcended grime?
Being even like, and it's not fair. It's I shouldn't. Part of me feels like I shouldn't put him on that much of a pedestal, but I'm gonna jump. I've already jumped out there and said it. But I feel like he's the kind of artist that you shouldn't, because he's so good at what he does across different genres. No one should even really mention him specifically as it relates to one genre.
I hear that.
But then if I'm saying that, part of me feels like I should hold Manga to that same, because in listening to Manga as much as I have now over the last couple of years, I've even been questioning myself recently, like, there's a part of you that feels like he should go right next to Gets in terms of wordsmiths. Yeah.
He's definitely, they're both wordsmiths.
But based on his lyrical ability, yeah.
Not just the lyrical ability, the delivery, the substance, the relatability. And I guess, again, that might just be, again, based upon the fact that I can relate to what Manga's saying most of the time. But
the first line on the first song, can't remember what it's called.
Community Guidelines, I believe it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he says something about his granddad dying or something.
His nan, yeah.
I was like, that sucked me in. That first line sucked me in. It was just very relatable. Because then he says after something about like, he didn't cry or he was fine.
Because his mum was fine.
He just cared about how his mum felt. And granddad died last year. And it was very relatable to me. So that sucked me in from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't, to be honest, when I saw the album, when it came out, I was like, I'm gonna listen to this. Just because I don't really found out that he was in Roadz a couple years ago. Like within the last 5 years.
Okay.
I knew him before I knew his backstory.
Yeah.
I just thought he was kind of a new artist or something. But I heard the name because it had the Saint Hilare at the end. But I knew Manga.
Yeah.
I didn't know Manga.
If it was the same,
so
the same
different people,
person, yeah.
Then found out it's the same person. Found out he's from Roadz. Bit of his history in it. And because it's grime, sometimes grime albums, I'm like, I don't really, it's not my cup of tea like that too, though. But as I said, I listened to it. First line caught me. The rest of the songs, not all of them, but I fuck with it. I do like it.
Like I said, it's the same thing here. Not every song is necessarily my favorite, but again, with what he's saying, I have to just ail him up every time. I like Me and Mine.
Story, it's not really a story, but just the concept of this album I really like. The things that he's talking about, that's what sucked me in.
Yeah. And that is a big part of what sucked me in. But again, also, like I said, delivery.
I didn't care too much about it sonically.
In places, sonically, it didn't resonate with me. Yeah, but when it did, it did. You know what I mean?
But sometimes it's also grime, and that's what grime's about. Sometimes it's more so it's lyrical, more lyrical and less song structure and like song making. The core of grime, I think that's for me anyway.
Just before you guys move on, Manga did have a podcast with Grime Originals. Big up Grime Originals, by the way.
Yeah, definitely big up.
He was saying that he actually, I can't remember the years it was, but there was a couple years that he was saying like grime, like the beats that was being sent to him was just shit. to be, sorry, my French, but he was just saying like he wasn't enjoying them. Like, and then some of the like more recent beats that's been coming to him, he's happy, you get me? Like, and he actually quotes himself and calls himself a grime artist. So he does, like, I hear what you were saying about putting Ghetto and Manga kind of in the same box, but them man are grime artists. Like, them man they're not founders, that's the wrong word I'm looking for. They've established themselves. Yeah, they're veterans within grime, and they're just exploring other paths. But Manga, like I said, I can't remember the words fully, but he was saying there's a Grime Originals podcast, and he was saying like, nah, like I'm in the grime thing.
Yeah. He, like I said, I feel like it's the conversation. It was a worthy conversation to have, but Slim, I think, put it the best way possible. It's like they're both veterans, and that's why I can appreciate them the way that I do in this time.
And ain't nothing wrong with exploring music.
Oh, definitely not.
And doing other stuff,
definitely
you know.
Not.
But do you think
that's why I do rate gets?
Well, no, I guess he has, because like he's done like R&B, even though he might not be singing, but like R&B kind of songs.
Well, either way, no matter what the genre is, it's always down to the wordplay and the relation that you have to the track. Forget the music that it is. It could be 140 tempo, it could be 90, 70, whatever it is, R&B, grime, drill. As long as the wordplay is on a level that you're like, wow, did he really just say that in a sentence? And then the next sentence on that, I just literally, I'm relating to every word that comes out of this brother's mouth or this sister's mouth. That's what it is.
Those ones don't hit top tier. You know, when things are like...
Yeah.
That's a whole next conversation.
No, but then, you know,
some tunes do make it, but it's what relates to you.
Basic songs that hit number ones, top charts, big money, like top tier.
But it's what relates to the majority.
But I'm just saying it's sad that those songs that people are really lyrical and the bars are cold, they don't get to those places with them sort of songs. It's just sad that, in my opinion.
I beg to differ. I think I said this to you guys before.
It was last episode.
No. But you're talking about on the highest scale though. Drake, Kendrick, Cole.
Yeah.
Substance, emotion, feeling, family, love, pain, loss, grief,
relations,
all of it. And when you start talking about the Mount Rushmores of like who the best of the best was of a generation or a time period,
it's them and Tyler.
Yeah,
Tyler has to be in there.
I mean, to me, it's just like a pillar of music. I won't even just say hip hop or grime. Like, put music as a whole, like as a top angle of all music. If you ain't relating to it, if you can't hear something go raw, I feel what you're saying. Like, I'm not the only one that thinks that. It makes a banger, and that's what it is that people's like, yo, like, I feel this song. This is my tune. How many times you hear a song coming, yo, my tune? Because you already know what the lyrics says coming and what you're gonna relate to. And it's more and more people relating to the music that makes people love it.
Yeah, like I agree with Melly in terms of the Drake.
Yeah, definitely.
j.cole, Kendrick, and that.
Yeah,
they are the top of top, and
they've all dropped music that you can relate to,
and make a banger song. So yeah, you're right. I just say thinking in the whole pool, there's only a small amount of people that ever get that happen where they're lyrically sick, but then they're also at the top. Whereas I'm talking about like people lower, whether it's new artists or artists that's been about for long. There's some artists that's been about for ages. Lyrically, they're cold, but they just don't really get to those sort of, or even they don't have to be breaking them lots because he's like the #1 artist in the world right now. But even in just this country, they don't really get that far when it comes to like hip hop. No, not even just hip hop. When it comes to music, sometimes it's just the basic ones that slap, that get there. Whether it's like a nursery rhyme style, like, because that's also like a little cheat code, isn't it? That you make stuff that sounds like a nursery rhyme or like similar to a nursery rhyme flow, and then it's just catchy. Then it brings people in.
Well, it's going into the depths of actually being an artist. It's not just writing lyrics anymore and going studio. It's actually being a whole brand. So it's all merchandising and everything. People need to, so to speak, believe in you, being blunt with words. If they don't believe in you and you don't believe in yourself, it becomes nothing, to be once again blunt with words. But yeah, it's if you believe in yourself and people start to believe in you, your music's gonna sell.
And you just have to, I feel like you have to do your 10,000 hours, that's all. Yeah, just like how them two I mentioned. You gotta put you gotta put your 10,000 hours in. You'll be good at it. You'll find your path if you just stay committed to it. I still haven't completely found mine yet, because I haven't made an album that I would say, or even feel like I'm close to creating what is. Well, actually, that's a lie. I have a project that I'm sitting on. Yeah, Cycles. That's an EP though. That's like a project. I'm talking about an album.
Album. And when they say you're going out, an album.
Yo, G, do you mind just closing both those doors? That one and then this one. Yeah. Just in case we want to make sure everything is running in order for you guys. You get it? But no, we was talking about Manga's project, Glow in the Dark, and then we got into like how I view him and the regard I hold him in.
Lyrical and stuff like that.
How the regard I hold him in.
I didn't know you held him like that.
It's because I think it's just because it's so relatable, but not just because it's so relatable, because of the how creative he's been in terms of like stylistically the beats that he's chosen. I wouldn't necessarily choose all of the beats that he chooses, but I like what he does. I can see, I get to understand why he would have chose the beat that he chose, whether I would have chose that for him or chose it for myself. Do you know what I'm saying?
It really did surprise me, man. I wasn't expecting to really like it. More so, I thought it's Grime, like a Grime album. Saying that to myself, I'm like,
yeah, you see,
it was definitely your hype beats. It was not no.
But then I listened to it, and I was like, yeah, this is sick.
Yeah, because the thing is, the genre has evolved. Yeah, like, and it evolved ages ago.
I don't really listen to it that much.
It evolved. Yeah, no, I hear you.
You know, like chart stuff.
Chart, but the stuff that's popular. The stuff that's popular. Yeah, I totally get where you're coming from. But the truth of the matter, and it's not saying it like I was overly listening to Grime properly at like on a consistent basis. I always revisit it and know kind of what's going on somewhere along the line, because my people are involved in it, like and love this thing as well. So even if I'm not looking for something or find out about what's going on, I exactly, pretty much since I was a teen. So I'll never not know what's kind of going on. With Grime. But or like in the scene, but it evolved ages ago. I feel like to me it would have evolved within like the last 9 years, in my opinion. It went from being such a like grease, clash, braggadocio to maybe still that energy, but the song structures, the effort, while we were talking about,
become a bit more of a craft, like
it feels like it is a lot more attention to detail.
Come with age as well, like artists are getting older.
Yeah, definitely.
And you stick to artists in Grime that are doing their thing, but the ones that also I would look at,
even Maxter, I think
I know of before. So it's gonna be people in my age generation. You know,
I think even Maxter, from what I see, is evolved, but he evolved ages ago, like listening to the kind of Maxter, I think he's rebranding himself now. I don't know if he's going by the name. He's going to be going by the name Maxter soon, but I've seen on the socials like he's completely changed up his whole. From what I know of him, like his crowd, like the kind of people he's around, like how he dresses, all this other stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's just that he's allowing himself to do what he really wants. Like he's being who he really wants to be.
Him for about the last 10 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At his core, but he's been about, and he's been releasing music, throughout. But it's just we've just not been in tune.
Most of them are they've got their
they've been consistent. Yeah, exactly.
Like they're still doing their thing.
But that's why I said it depends on where you're actually channeling.
It's where you're looking, isn't it?
Where you're looking and listening. Because if you actually imagine you was checking your artists that you've listened to for the past how many years every week just to see if they've got something new out, or checking their socials, you're gonna know all their latest things. So it really, like I said, it's hard to just say, no, there's not this much of this music or there's not much of that music.
Yeah,
it's all where you're looking.
Yeah. Like when people say that a lot these days, about like any kind of style of music or genre, should I say, or subgenre, I'm just like, no. There's been a big conversation in the UK about why there's not enough R&B acts, or why R&B acts are not being as like vulnerable and open.
Yeah, me, in the sense of like you and UNC using Spotify and seeing like just these random artists that these random songs, but they bang, but they're not in the limelight. Nothing, you won't ever know.
But they've got ridiculous amount of plays on Spotify, so they've got their own following.
The thing is that R&B and slow jams is crammed into one box. When R&B is R&B, it's rhythm and blues. It literally has its own form of tempo, which can be slow or fast. It's like opening a genre of hip hop. You've got your crunk hip hop. You've got your bounce, mosh, your bounce. You got your shit that you're gonna just chill back and chill hip
lo-fi.
There's so much different different styles of hip hop. So it's just the same with R&B. It's so many different styles. The same with slow jams. It's a different style of R&B.
Really categorized. See how hip hop's a bit more categorized.
Yeah, in terms of the subgenres.
Once again, it's all down to what you're looking for, because then the person you go and speak to who knows every R&B slow jam that's out there will say to you, well, R&B's categorized.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't think any one person knows about like a great deal of R&B acts, or just acts generally, because new artists pop up left, right and center all the time. There's somebody who's like 13, 14 plus everywhere in the world. Like there's a new 13, 14-year-old every other day that might decide they've want a laptop and get a mic and do it themselves. Now. Exactly, yeah. So it's like you just really can't keep up.
Then, do you feel
but I love that, to be honest with you. I love it.
Like, it's more so going to be just about the song and less about the artist. Unless they're doing that consecutively and there's a good couple songs, then they create a fan base. But
that just comes down to the integrity of the music that they're trying to promote.
1,000 followers. Sorry to cut you. So
no, you cool.
Have like 1,000 followers, but then they got 5 million views plays on a song, or they done that on 2-3 songs or something. Would it start going that way? Where just we'll focus less on the artist and just more on music that's coming out. Because of this playlist. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do get you.
That makes sense.
Well, I think as long as humans want to feel connected to another human via music, I think it will stay the same. But if that changes, then yeah. Because from what I've seen, what I've seen over the years, it seems like even with me, when there's an artist that you really appreciate, you appreciate them. Like his
you don't just appreciate him, you check him out more.
He drew me out earlier. I'm about to draw his black ass out now, yeah. He don't shout out nobody's but on their birthday on the socials, but Nipsey, obviously for good reason, I understand. Nipsey got a birthday shout out, rest in peace Nipsey. And Nipsey, it's no hate, my G, you're a real one, but I'm like, oh, you remember Nipsey though?
You remember the dead, but you can't remember the living.
That's only because people be saying it. Trust me.
Nah, but again, I'm just playing with you anyway.
I get what you mean. Though.
I'm just playing with you.
Me being like more active on Instagram.
Yeah, naturally you would have done because you've been more active. If you wasn't active, you probably wouldn't have even done it.
The whole like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start posting people on birthdays. Even I thought this year is gonna be the first year ever that I post anything about my birthday.
Okay.
On social media, I've never done that.
Yeah, you see,
like let people know that it's my birthday. No, nothing at all. If whoever remembers, that's it.
Our socials are going to be up here somewhere or around. Yeah.
If so I'm honest, I think they go hand in hand. If you relate to an artist and you feel their music, you then start to, without knowing it, you check with all the socials and that. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying with internet and the socials. That is, everyone's always posting, everyone's always talking, so you're always able to keep up with your favorite artists all the time. It's not like taking it back 10, 15 years where you had to go to the shop to buy a magazine to be able to see what artists were keeping up with. It's literally there at the palm of your hand on your phone, and that makes people connect more. Which then makes people run to the gigs more.
Buy magazines and that.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
When was the last time you bought a magazine?
If we knew nothing different, I would have continued enjoying it.
Of course. If we knew nothing different.
If we knew no different, it would still be enjoyable. And it's not to say that it isn't now. It's just, I'm sure there's some. In fact,
you're gonna pick that up off of the train or on the train on the seat, then go to the shop and buy it.
Say that, but you know what? Yeah, I guess after doing some of the work that I've done, over the years, I guess I'm also referring to people who are got hoarding tendencies. But one thing, the common trait amongst hoarders is newspapers. Yeah, for God knows what reason. That part I haven't looked into, but it's something I've seen quite commonly is newspapers.
Are they normally older people?
But it's just because everything's becoming
or even younger people.
Yeah, I would say for it would say generally.
Because that's how they used to get their news. So it makes sense that they get my nan, her partner, they get them 2-3 newspapers every day.
But then I guess, all right, it may not be such a common thing, but I'm sure there's several people somewhere scattered all over the place that, for whatever reason, like Time magazine. Yeah. So, all right, they might read it on their iPad. Okay, maybe so. Yeah, they might not go out and buy it, but they collect, and they fan out over a particular magazine. Yeah, it might just be an e-magazine, I guess, if that's even a term. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, but you still got people that have quite particular about all of that stuff as well. So
probably.
It's just changed again. It's just changed the format that a magazine or that medium has come in is changed.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's not that magazines and newspapers are eradicated. It's just
the form in which they come in
to digital.
Yeah,
that's all it is. You don't have to leave your house to go down the shop to buy that newspaper like our granddads used to. You
but I don't know.
Get up and just
for
pull
some
out your
reason,
phone.
I still feel like there might be that young person somewhere that's like, no, I want it in the physical. I'm gonna go and get it. Yeah, but obviously, I would be surprised if that's few and far between.
I mean, it's like,
and it refers back to what you just said in terms of they probably have a very specific like to something. Whether it's I like OK magazine, so I just buy all OK magazines, or something like that.
It's like whatever you're looking to buy. Me, I like games, and I also like other things. I'm gonna collect it. I'm gonna go out like CDs. There's certain CDs or any music. I want it physical. I don't just want it on my phone or on my laptop or on a USB or on a hard drive. Downloaded digitally. I want the physical copy. It's just how it is with some things. Look at all those people that's into anime. They go out and buy all those figurines and stuff, costumes and stuff, and they don't even open the box. It's literally still sealed, unopened, just sitting there on their shelf. Yeah,
our generation are doing it, just not necessarily with newspapers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's digital.
Trainer.
Toys, trainers, figurines.
I bet there's someone out there that does buy that.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
music that comes out, they buy.
Bruv, even JME, I think he had some sick
Pokemon
collection of
thing.
Pokemon cards.
Yeah, he's
like,
got
I mean, I've still got my
30
collection there
grand or
as well,
60
yeah. But
grand.
mine ain't
You say you want to swap?
Bro, mine ain't worth that as much, yeah. They
No,
want the
no,
grade,
no.
grade this or grade that, yeah.
We'll
'cause
talk
I
off
looked
the
into
camera,
it.
cuz we'll talk off the
Yeah,
camera.
yeah, of course, yeah. If you can find me a good buyer for that, yeah, then we can
I
talk.
need
things.
two shinies and that,
Yeah,
cuz.
blood, I got. Anyway, let me not chat about it. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like above. Don't even bother with that. Yeah, don't even bother with that.
Bruv. Man, hold it on the thing, fam.
But let's move into a next album. Obviously, I've definitely been
You
enjoying our
choose one.
discussion.
You choosing it, son.
Do you know what? I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Actually, no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna jump straight into that. Yeah, it wasn't an album, but Skepta's All In EP.
Well, you said it, man. Might as well, innit?
Yeah.
Or you getting somewhere else?
No. That's what. Yeah. 'cause I-
Let's get into that. Let's get into that.
first,
Let's get
yeah.
into that. What's your views?
I like 2 tracks specifically on the album, and the one out of the 2 is arguably, and I say that word like, and I mean it, yeah, arguably my song of this summer. And it only came out 2 weeks ago. Yeah. But I can see myself being in a position where I
song?
listen to that song,
Said
Peace
it,
of
yeah.
Mind.
Oh, okay.
I mean, don't get it twisted. Skepta
I need the sub in my car for that tune, bruv.
Skepta's a wordsmith.
Have you played it?
Of course. That's,
Like, I feel like I need to just get in your car, yeah, before
One
you leave,
day.
yeah,
And just bang that.
and just listen to that one tune.
Forget the car,
you
man.
need
Bang
to
that in
go
the
for a
house.
vibe, man.
Yeah, it's
In
been
the
a
next-
minute.
Maybe even like before the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Because Tuesday you're off. So you do that. One
Yeah, just
evening or
listen to,
something.
and
Just go for a
if
drive,
anything
man.
drops this Friday, I mean,
And we just don't talk about it.
yeah,
Like,
without
just
getting too
play some
sidetracked,
music in the
obviously
car.
we're gonna have a bit to talk about soon, yeah, because Drake and Kanye's album is due, and
I got
there's a lot.
big theory about
Yeah,
this.
there's a
Kanye
lot of
thing. I
talk
saw a
about.
theory.
We could definitely go into that. Yeah, there's a lot of talk around the possibility of
I'm glad you brought
them
that up.
dropping the same day. But let's stick a pin in it. Yeah, not just.
Good,
I don't want
Skepta.
to. I don't
Yeah,
want to. Like
Sway
slight Skepta like that. We still need to talk about that project. Yeah, All In. I like the way Skepta's gone in, blood. I like it from the visuals, the attire, the music, the range. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big fan of the other 3 tunes. Like the first tune,
I didn't like
the
that
4th
one.
tune, and the
Bellator.
5th. Yeah, I wasn't keen on. But Peace of Mind.
Bellator, Peace of Mind, Nirvana, Lit Like This, and then Eyes on Me.
Yeah, see, Peace of Mind and Nirvana, the video for Nirvana, Cold, like, just clean. Clean is the best way to put it. Yeah, clean. Yeah, I don't feel like I don't feel like I need to say anything else. Skepta just like, and that's I've been a fan of Skepta for years. Yeah, for years. I haven't always been a fan of everything Skepta's done in the last, I would say, 5 or 6 years. And again, that's fine. It's just I don't want to make it out like you know, like I fuck with everything. Yeah, but yes, clean. I'm not a fan of the other 3 tunes, but I like what Skepta did as a whole. Yeah, it was a real good. You could just tell that there was a lot of, not even a lot of, but he just knew what he was doing. He was comfortable with the whole thing. He knew how he wanted to kind of handle it. It was just, yeah, clean. I'm just gonna
Even though it
leave
was
it
a short EP. It did
I'm
feel
just
very
gonna
clean.
leave it on
Like
that.
me, when say like school times when Jeremy, Skepta and all that was out,
Mm-hmm.
and it was strictly grime that we was listening to mainly from the UK anyway. And then Jamie and Skepta, I just never really got like 96 Bars of Revenge, like that period. I just never really got them.
Oh,
I
no, I was
could
a big fan.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
They
I
were
was a big
just
fan
on that. They were moving on a wave that was before its time.
I did get them, like I got why people like them, but I just personally wasn't.
That
a
man had the
fan of it like
punchlines
that.
for days that man enjoyed.
I mean, Skepta to me and Jamie, they're both wordsmiths.
Oh, it's off. So.
I just, I don't know. I understand how he's evolved, and I respect how Skepta has evolved, and I do like most of the tracks on there. I'm not gonna lie. I can bump them, but just feel as though he could have. I don't know. I miss the old Skepta.
Yeah, but that's Skepta's got. That's not Skepta. That's not that Skepta. With the Skepta we have now is not that Skepta.
It's the clashing. That's all it is. I miss the clashing, the raw element of grime, the radio sets, the clashing. But like I said, I respect that he's evolved and he's making.
Did you listen to the EP?
Yeah, I've heard it. Yeah. Like I said, I like it. Yeah. Like I said, he's a wordsmith, and I respect where he's gone with it. He is evolving with where he is and the music that he's making. I respect it all. I love it. I just miss the old school. That's all it is. I just miss the old school.
I hear you.
I don't know.
But
for me,
like I said, respect where he's going with it.
The first time I listened to it, this album, All In, or EP, didn't like it.
Okay.
I didn't like it. But then, I think it was mainly because, as I said, the sound of Skepta I'm not too much of a fan of. But there might be a verse in a song or a song that I'm like, yeah, no, that's hard.
Did you like what's it? How can I forget what it was called? But the one with ASAP. I saw.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Yeah.
But say because that tune is like an undeniable banger.
Yeah, no, that song's cold. But then I listened to it again in the car now, and it grew on me. Bellator, I still don't like.
Yeah, same.
I do not like that song one bit. Peace of Mind, I like it. Definitely one of them.
Peace of Mind is
Nirvana. Probably my two favorites.
My child is annoyed with me about that tune already.
I don't really like.
Yeah, same.
It was kind of like the chorus was a bit same, like repetitive kind of, from what I can remember of it anyway. But then he's saying, oh shit. But then he's saying that he's retiring or something.
No. Everyone just misconstrued what he said. No. It's just a misunderstanding. Skepta was basically just saying that he had done releasing music for that year. Like he done all of the features, all of the music he wanted to do for the year. He wasn't trying to make no more music because everything was locked down. He's not making music for people to.
What's that? As in 2021 finished?
No. I think it was 2020 when he said that.
Okay.
Oh, I've only been seeing it recently.
Because since it dropped, everybody was. There must have been some kind of talk, I guess, amongst everybody else.
Speculation.
Yeah, that's it. I think people were speculating based upon what he had said previously. Because I saw the post.
It
was in his story a while back. Yeah, it was something in his story.
I think it was because he brought out a project.
Yeah, I mean, it's more.
But I feel like even then I understood what Skepta meant. But I don't know. Maybe that might be the artist in me, or it's just me. But I don't know how everybody got confused by what he had said there. But again, obviously each to their own. But yeah, man had to shout out Skepta for that because, like, the tunes that slapped for me slapped, and again from artwork to the visuals, it's just clean. It's very clean, and I like it. Yeah, I like
that
it.
Nirvana video. And then he's even got J Balvin on it.
Yeah,
I was like, he is so big, you know. J Balvin, like that Spanish, Latin, Latino, whatever you want to call it, community for music is huge, bro. Or even not just for music, anything, media. Like if you see an English page and a Spanish page and they're both doing the same, the Spanish page is more time gonna have more following, more likes, all of that. It's mad. Like this one might be 1 million, but the Spanish one's 6 million or something. So yeah, for him to get him on
it's Skeppy, bro.
But he's about it.
Yeah, it's Skeppy, bro.
He's in US and regularly and stuff.
Skeppy's about, man. And again, shout him out.
Definitely.
yeah, I think it's definitely about time that we get to it. Nas's album, King's Disease 2. I listened to it obviously when it dropped, and I heard there was several tunes I heard that I'm like, yep, like the sound of this. Yep, like the sound of that. I'm definitely gonna come back to that. Yep, like the sound of this. Yep, like the sound of that. And I listened to it again today just to as a refresher, obviously for the pod. I wouldn't be surprised if him and Hit Boy get a Grammy again.
Oh, they got one for the first one.
Yep, that was his first ever Grammy. Yeah, for some reason Nas, for however many years that he's been active, has not received a Grammy.
Beat picking of his mate as well.
I think it was Hit Boy.
But yeah, Hit Boy has made a big difference. Like,
because I feel like
when I saw this, I forgot about the first one and I forgot my opinions on it. So when I saw it, I was like, kind of the same as Get to the Grime stuff. I'm like, don't know if this is gonna be my cup of tea.
Yeah,
forgetting that Hit Boy's producing it, and I think that changes a lot for Nas specifically. It does for most artists anyway, but for Nas it does.
Yeah, I appreciate Nas as an MC and always have done. But naturally, like I was saying to you guys off camera earlier, I didn't appreciate the album that was produced by Ye. It was Air on the Roads, man. It was Air on the Roads.
Yeah, the two Dreamers Disease are way better.
But yeah, no, that's Stormzy's project. From Wade.
King's Disease.
Yes. Yeah, Kings. Both of them are good albums, but going back to obviously one that just dropped. Yeah, man, I really appreciated it. Song for song, it was nice. It was just nice where I enjoyed. Not so much Illmatic. That was a little bit before my time, and I don't think my mum used to really slap that. My mum used to bang Stillmatic.
Both of them were sick.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it wasn't. I went back and listened to Illmatic. I can understand and appreciate it for what it was, but because I never listened to it growing up, it wasn't like the soundtrack to life at the same time. So I'm just listening to something that's like a reference point for everybody else, like a marker in time for everyone else. So I can appreciate what everybody's.
The second one.
Yeah. But obviously, I was alive, kicking. Mum was bumping Stillmatic, so I've got memories to that music, and so you get me. It just feels a bit more different.
Yeah, you feel it. You feel it, but you don't understand. You feel it, but you don't understand the fullness of it.
Yeah,
I get you.
So to have, because I think I may have even made my own copy of Nas's Still. Like I took my mum's copy of it and made my own copy of Stillmatic for myself. Yeah, so.
They burnt it on the computer.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
blank CDs.
Yeah, remember when I used to sell CDs at one stage at school?
Yeah,
remember, and DVD. Yeah.
Check the criminal.
It's the hustler, man.
It's the hustler.
But yeah, lost my trail of thought. Prior to that,
Nas.
He was
Illmatic.
Yes.
Mum bumping it.
Burning CDs. Burn your own one.
So to have in 2021 to have another album from Nas that's like, I appreciate this. It's like, yeah, man,
and
I
so
appreciate you.
To the first one as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Like how he's been pushing up, because
really and truly,
there was a period for like 10 years you didn't really hear nothing. I didn't. Maybe he did drop stuff, but I didn't really hear nothing.
I think at this rate, he should probably just stick with Hit Boy. Yeah, making albums, because it's not a slight to Ye. It's not a slight to Ye, even though, like I said, that album was air pie. For some reason, I just don't feel like Tim, and I mean Timberland when I say that, Swizz Beats, and it's not to say that they're the only producers. Obviously, there's tons of legendary producers out there, DJ Premier. I don't even Premier. Like I still think Premier makes cold beats to this day.
They all make cold beats. It was just slap.
I just don't think. No, but not just that. I just don't know if Nas, as the lyricist he is today, I don't know if he suits their beats stylistically speaking. I feel like Hit Boy is still giving us he's giving us a current soulful hip hop feel but it's still got a bit of a knock to it that allows Nas to kind of get his shit off.
Current 90s beats.
Yes, it was just the wrong beats. It was just the wrong beats made for Nas.
Yeah. That's very specific. It could be 2000. Just older hip hop.
In terms of the feeling,
what Nas has been used.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're all sick producers, and Nas is a sick wordsmith. It was just a wrong mix. They probably said, let's try something new.
What was the wrong mix? Him and Kwame?
Yeah. Okay. It was just not that it was a wrong mix. It was just a wrong evolution. They tried something and it didn't work. Because Kanye is a sick beat maker as well as a wordsmith. And Nas is a wordsmith.
I don't think Ye is anymore.
Maybe not
because
now.
Ye has a lot of men writing for him at this point, which
maybe not now, but
as a fan upset me at one stage.
But he has been.
Yeah, no, definitely.
That's what I'm also looking at. He can be, has been. He's a great producer. Nas is a great wordsmith. Like, it was just a bad collab. It didn't work. You tried something new, it didn't work. You know?
Exactly. And look at what he followed up with.
There you go.
An album that not just a Grammy nominated, a Grammy award winning album, and then he's followed up with part 2 the following year. I mean, there's a part of me that just understanding better how this whole thing works. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe even just some of the songs from part 2, that the second installment was really created around the same time as the first, but they just kept some of the
songs that weren't selected for it and were put to the side and said, around it. There you go.
Like, and I'm not saying again because I don't want to take anything or not take any credit away from them. They might have literally just went back to the drawing board again and started again. But either which way, the album was cold. Yeah. Either which way,
he had some amazing features on it.
Yeah. The tune with
most of the songs that I like are the ones with features. The ones him by himself. If there's say 8 of them, I probably only like 2 or 3.
You gotta relate to it.
No, it's just not my. It's just too much of him, and it just gets a bit boring sometimes, in my opinion. Gets a bit dry. But that YKTV, he's got A Boogie on it, and YG. I think YG killed that. YG made that song for me.
Okay. I thought the tune that YKTV was cool. But yeah, I'm not even gonna. I was about to jump to it, but I just had to jump back a second. Death Row East, I appreciated.
I appreciated
the story.
The idea of it. Sonically, I didn't really went for me.
No, I liked it. It was not necessarily. I like it as a part of the entrance into the album. Yeah, sonically as well as with the story.
That's what second song.
Yes, if I remember, if from what I'm seeing, I do believe it is
first.
But yes, I'm gonna jump straight to the
big one.
The big one.
Was strong.
Nobody featuring Lauryn Hill, or as it's put down, Miss Lauryn Hill.
Get it right.
Yeah, we have to get it right. Put some respect on Miss Lauryn Hill's name.
Miss Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, it was.
I'm not gonna lie, I'll be real.
So lovely to see.
I've only just listened to Nas's EP album today, as Reb showed it to me. It was out. So I can't say too much. I'll be listening to that when I go home.
You got to this song actually.
So
turn it off and start recording.
Bro,
It was so
Lauren.
Nice. So nice to hear it.
Lauren.
Auntie Lauren.
Yeah, she just
And tear.
she came, what was it? What's everybody saying these days? She completed the assignment. Yeah, she completed the assignment. She came and she did what she was tasked to do. 10 times over. Like, she addressed some of the things that people have been talking about for years. And these types of things. Like, but I don't give a.
He's just like living life, innit? No, I think she shoots way better than Nas on that.
Yeah, but
or maybe
our
it's just
conversation. You
also
just
because
you're not really a Nas guy.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yet.
Nah, if he's not by now.
Like, I'm not a Nas fan, but I appreciate some things of his. But obviously, fans will appreciate a lot more generally of his. And I'm like, it's kind of a 60-40. That 60 of it I don't like.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm not a fan of, because don't like just makes people think you just don't like this at all. There's nothing.
Yeah. No,
Have you heard a lot of Nas?
Have I
heard a lot of Nas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, throughout the years, listening to that. Illmatic, that was the first time I listened to that was maybe 2014.
Okay.
So it wasn't even up. Before that, like in the 2005s, like that decade, that period.
Okay, so you got a few years on it then.
Yeah, but I didn't really listen to his albums at that point. But then...
But you know of him.
Yeah.
I did that with Illmatic, obviously, at one stage. I even went to go and listen to Big L as well, rest in peace. Because obviously I know everybody, a lot of like big hip hop acts like hold him in high regard. Like, so I went back and listened, and it didn't really speak to me a great deal. But again, I like to do that anyway. I like to know who's who in it and understand why they were relevant, what they meant to hip hop ultimately, or to the culture.
Create your own opinion of them, innit?
But
there was others.
Yeah, there was a few. I
like the one with Blast. So like number 9, Nobody.
I haven't listened to Blast
Hill.
properly yet. You told me about Blast, and a few other people have told me about Blast, but he's given me every reason to listen to him, because everywhere I hear him, he just does the job.
Does the right thing, innit?
He does the job.
Yeah.
He reminds me of somebody though.
Yeah.
And I can't put my finger on it. And I'm not going to try to right now, but he does remind me of something. I don't want to like do him dirty like that. He's Blast is Blast, innit?
They all do the same, innit? Like him, Roddy, and Little Baby, they all kind of do the same sound sonically. The same. They all sound in their own ways.
Okay, yeah, but I get what you mean. Yeah.
But like
the same style.
Baby sounds totally different to them.
Yeah.
You know, he's just rapping, whereas they're like more so singy hip hop kind of. But nah, Blast, definitely listen to him. He's cold.
I liked Count Me In. I liked Composure. I liked the fact that Hit Boy actually came out for a little bit.
I was surprised. Because I saw the feature. I was I wonder if he's gonna rap.
I don't know if you remember his HS87 album. He came out a few times on there.
Oh shit, I forgot that was him. Who else was on that?
Obviously he had Audio Push as a part of HS87, but there was a few other artists that he had on there as well. My apologies for not remembering their names. I mean, I doubt they'll hear this, but all the same, shout them out.
But as a group, HS87?
Yeah, Hip Hop Since 87, yeah.
It was them two. It was Audio Push and
in the beginning, and Hit Boy. I need to listen to my Bible again properly. But from what I heard of it,
them two songs, them two last songs, I need to listen to that.
And Nas is good. I listened to properly today as well. The album as a whole, sonically is just...
It was a really good album. It's probably the best album for me, from Nas.
I think I'm going to agree with you. And this is somebody who's listened to and still holds a lot of older Nas songs.
You man are definitely making me want to go home and listen to this album.
But bear in mind that we're not... I don't think we are the average or even average or common Nas fan.
Don't matter.
I'm a fan.
Don't matter.
I'm just still...
To make those statements, especially when you've heard the albums... You know, to make that statement, to say, well, you know, I've listened to all his albums. I respect the tracks of his old school, so to speak. but I feel like this is, you know, top of its quality right now, which is to an extent what an artist wants to hear.
Definitely.
Evolving. You know,
was solid,
you want to
man.
hear. You want to hear like,
Yeah.
You're feeling my newest shit.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
true.
I'll
True.
fuck with that.
I'm sure that's something that Nas maybe appreciate. Like, this is your favorite album of mine. Okay, cool.
Have you been seeing like these?
Yeah, not
How they
recently.
move and
I haven't seen it.
I've been
online.
meaning to say it to you. I don't know
fact,
if
there's
they do
something
it on
Spotify.
Maybe they
But
don't, but
what I want to do is, in fact, I'm not even going to go into it because I don't want to give away all of my ideas. But there's something that I've been thinking about recently that I actually need to
this is the
discuss.
reason why I pointed it to you because
Yeah. There's something. I've been,
the thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Come on, man.
but yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with that one with Nas.
But obviously, just be mindful of time. I don't want to do anyone dirty and miss anyone. So let's try and jump onto something else.
So there's like 4 more on my list.
Did you listen to Unknown T's Adolescence album?
I just looked at that, you know. I did, but I've only listened to it once, maybe twice. I like the Pot of Paper song. But other than that, I don't really remember it. I don't remember what songs I'm like, okay, yeah, I like that one. I'm listening to it in the car, so sometimes I'm listening like, yeah, I like this. But then I don't end up looking at the song, or I do, and then I don't remember which one it was or something. But it was I need to listen to it more. I feel like I do need to listen to it more. But what I did hear from it, it was okay. I also kind of feel like this is just not for me. Like, it's not for my demographic, bro.
Yeah.
Personally, me, not what my demographic, everyone else in it, just me. It's just like Quengface. So he dropped an album last week. Drill artist, one of the young ones. I kind of like it. It's a kind of a vibey up, but at the same time, I'm sitting there like, yeah. Then they start, oh yeah, don't what? When I put the Rambo in you 5 times, I'm like, Ross. Like, I can't. I feel like I'm not at the point anymore where I can hear that and just enjoy it. If it was 10 years ago, or 10, 15 years ago, I can hear all the madness, like what Grime, them days. Even though it wasn't as gruesome or knife stabbings and stuff like that, but they're still talking about the same shit. They were talking about guns, all of that. And I was fine. I'm like, yeah, man, this is the tune, bro. But now, I'm like, I just feel a bit too irresponsible listening to hearing certain bits.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I can't be out here shocking out to a man saying, yeah, I just put 5 in your heart on a quick thing with the Rambo. Like, for example, that was my bars. Don't take them.
Oh my days.
But that was just an example, innit? I see it just come off the tongue quickly. I'm gonna start writing bars, you know. Good.
Yeah. Get out of here. Yeah. I said run for my money, you know.
My name will be Big Man all day, every day. That would be my name. Probably shorten it into letters and that. That's gonna be my Instagram page.
All right, so Unknown T's album Adolescence. Don't know what's going on over here, but all right. But yeah, no, I liked a couple tunes on it. Driller Shit was decent. I liked Vin Diesel with Millions. I liked Tugman Vacation. I like Good'ems, but I prefer the Colours TV version of Good'ems just because I think I might mention it before because it reminds me of SO's Tropical.
Wait, what's this Unknown T's album?
Yeah.
I'm kind of feeling it still.
You like it?
In places, yeah, I do like it in places. I don't really like when Unknown T ventures away from drill, yeah, which it's like I can't really knock him. I'm not knocking him.
Makes sense.
But it's like he should spread his wings a bit more and try other things if that's what he enjoys. But I just don't particularly enjoy him on anything that's not really drill. And it's not to say I enjoy all of the drill he makes either, but that's where I enjoy him, innit?
I mean, I feel like it's an album that you have to listen to when you're doing something yourself that you enjoy. You know, like obviously I've got recently into a lot of carpentry stuff, so I listen to it while I'm cutting wood and that, and there's some bubbly tunes on there. It's nice.
Definitely.
To listen to, you know. It's nice to have it there. Not saying it's background music, but it's nice to have there at the same time. You get me? So yeah, man, respect to Unknown T, man.
Trust me.
I'm waiting for that Millions Up project though.
Yeah, definitely.
Drop nothing.
Definitely. I don't know. Maybe the pressure's on Millions to properly perform, because when he comes and like the tune slaps. Excuse me. The attention is usually on Millions. At that point, yeah.
I'm surprised he ain't. That's what I just went and checked.
I think it's probably, I could be wrong again, obviously, but I feel like it's probably just got a lot to do with them making sure they get it right. But let's not stray away too much, because there's so many.
I'm trying to go to the House is Burning.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, because it's worth it. Yeah, Isaiah Rashad.
This was my favorite.
I'm not surprised. I figured you'd say that.
Yeah, man. Like he ain't dropped nothing in like 5 years. The last one was the Triad something. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That album.
Yep.
And I didn't really like that.
For some reason, I feel like he dropped something Triad in between it, but it may have just been singles.
Yeah, it was singles. So.
The Sun's Tirade. Yeah.
Triad. I've been calling it that for years. But no, this album, I would think was probably my. I don't even hear what you said, but fuck you anyway. Dickhead. See how the people them just disrespect you like this. Yeah. This is probably one of my favorite albums of the year. 100%. Maybe that.
The year?
Yeah. At least top 3, top 5. Favorite album of the year.
Okay. I can see why you say that.
I loved it.
Yeah, for me it was nostalgic in places, to like 2014, 2015, but I think it's because it's Isaiah.
It was that Sylvia Sliver demo, that one.
Yeah, Sylvia demo, I believe. Yeah.
I love the song with Uzi from the Garden. Have you seen a video to it as well?
No, I don't think I've seen the video from
so
the
it's
Garden.
Like a video of a road where there's, say, like a high street, a short piece of a high street, and it just keeps coming and going. So like the camera will go over the high street, then the camera will start again, and it's the same high street but now different scenes happening.
Okay.
So there's constantly very different scenes. It's sick.
I feel like I might have seen it, for some reason. But I don't know why. I feel like I may have done. Because there was one stage where I was watching a couple of TDE's newer videos, but this was weeks back.
This came out recently.
But
it came out after the album.
Okay.
Yeah. Whereas like Headshots came out before the album.
Yeah, as a single, yeah. And Lewitcher as well did. Because I remember seeing the video with Duke Deuce. Yeah, I like Duke Deuce's energy. I'm not necessarily a fan just as of yet, but I like his energy.
That's one of the few songs that I didn't like on this album.
Yeah, I wasn't really keen on that. I like the song before R.I.P. Young. Yeah,
I love that.
Tune is so bad.
I love that.
So bad. And I love the skit at the end as well. The skit was hilarious.
Which one was that?
Yeah, it was like, nigga, I'm thugged out, but nigga done seen it. And he paused, rainbow, nigga. Yeah.
And then he's like, something about his baby. And then he said his baby mum's probably at the end of that gold digging bitch or some shit like that.
I was like, shit, he had to go that far. But for me, it was just when he was like, nigga, I'm thugged out. But the nigga done seen the rainbow. It's like he had to let niggas know, like, no, wait,
I'm gang.
Yeah, I'm gang. But
Don't forget that.
Don't forget that one.
I saw an amazing rainbow.
Us black people are so tapped, man. Like, why do we have to preface it? Like, why can't I just see the rainbow and the rainbow be nice, man? Like, what?
Seems a bit Beyonce to the left.
Yeah, no. I am not even going to. Bruv.
Oh, another
funny.
video.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, that was a good
I
one.
remember
That's
exactly where I was at the time as well, yeah.
Burst out laughing.
I was listening to, like, obviously I was coming to Link You when we went to
What?
yeah, North the other day there.
Okay.
I was listening to it on the way and obviously I was enjoying the tune, like just leaning to that as I was driving, and then I heard that and blood, I literally burst out laughing in my car, bruv. Yeah, but I love when skits do that kind of shit to me. I swear, I love that shit about hip hop. Like,
nah, skits are viral, man.
Especially when
they can change out the whole atmosphere of an album, man.
Trust me.
Them breaks.
Trust me.
Yeah, what you said.
Himself,
Wait until you hear it, bro.
Yeah.
That What You Said song. They got a video to that as well.
Okay, I need to check that out.
That's kind of wavy. There's two people. I am Dochi.
Oh yes.
And Key sign. Hold on. I don't even know.
It'll come up. It's just about to come up. But in the meantime,
Dochi and Cal Banks. They're randoms that I've never heard of them before, yeah, but they do it well.
Well, they need to be checked out. Shout them out. Yeah, they need to be checked out because that's what I tried to do as well. Check out.
Pink, I think it's pink. A big mansion anyway. It's like pool party basically. It's a typical video, but they also make it kind of unique, kind of different at the same time. Okay. So I like that song. And then the end. This is my problem with this album, yeah. I feel like the last take out 9-3 freestyle, but Chad, Score, THIB, and Hey B, HB to You are all slappers, and I feel like especially Score should have been higher up.
You think so?
Yeah. Should have been higher up.
You sure you shouldn't have saved a Percy for the latter part of the album? Just in case people started to fall off the wave.
I guess so. I guess that adds to it. But I was just thinking that it's a 16-track album. There's probably a lot of people that start listening to it and don't get all the way there. But because it's such a single. That's what it's the most single song I think out of this album that could do numbers.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the features as well.
Exactly, it's a strong song, and then when you hear it, you're like, it's a banger. And Black, I love his verse.
Yeah.
This is the first verse that I've ever heard of his. I'm like, nah, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking with you, bro. Yeah, okay. I hear you.
Like, I'll listen to his projects and stuff. I'm like, yeah, he sounds good in it, but or like he can make music. Don't get me wrong, but nothing's ever caught me like that. But that was the favorite part for me on this song. Was his verse.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
I like the album as a whole. I mean, obviously the earlier tracks on the album are more standout for me. Yeah, but I feel like I appreciate this album as a whole because I'm able to put it on and leave it from start to finish. There's nothing that makes me really want to skip a track. And that,
I probably got like 3 songs that if I kind of skip, I will.
You will.
But if I can't skip them, I don't care. But you know, like, there's some albums where there's songs that I just can't listen to this. This is not my cup of tea at all, and I have to skip it. But these ones, I can live with them. If someone's playing them or something like that. We've got J.Rock on there.
Shouts to J.Rock because always performing very well wherever he goes.
You don't fool.
That's TDE for you though. I'm sorry, man. They're
the best. They are the best.
The best
of like the current generation's.
Trust me.
Labels.
Like
no one can top them.
I'm glad that TDE operate in the way that they do. They don't oversaturate, yeah. And it's not to say everybody else is either. Some people are, yeah. I think it's just dependent on your talent, your consistency, how many times you get that slapper, yeah. Like, but even then, an artist should still, if they've got the drive, keep going because you never know when you get your next one. But at the same time, you know, just find a groove that works for you. I guess me personally, like I said earlier, with the way that I write, I more than likely operate a lot more like TDE, yeah. And I'll be honest in saying as well, the part of the way that
in what way? You said how you write.
So what
like the style of music?
Not just how I write, but I mean like how I make music. So obviously how I make music in turn affects how I release music. And what I mean by that is excuse me, is if I'm not writing music all the time or every single day or every single month, then I'm not gonna always have new music to give you straight away. Yeah,
and that's what was similar to TDE.
I'm not saying that's the no. What?
Blunt word.
No.
Back catalogue.
No, well,
to some extent.
I'm not really. That's not really where the angle I was coming from. It's more so about. I feel like that might not be their reason to. I'm pretty sure them lot have the skill set, yeah, and the craftsmanship to lick out songs every day. They may just be doing that, but they're just not releasing all of it. I don't know.
And that's what I meant by when I said back catalogue. Yeah, just because you're not hearing it doesn't mean that they ain't making music every day.
Yeah, I'm sure that they made stacks of music, but at the same time, I guess when I said I'm trying to model in places UK after how TDE do things.
I was just asking about because you said I can't remember what it was specifically, but you said something basically like you're similar to them in a way. I don't know if that was writing wise, what you was referring to.
No, so yeah, what I was getting at basically was just, in the event where they're not necessarily recording every single day, for all we know, Kendrick, Schoolboy, Absol, J.Rock, all of them, when they're not releasing music, they're actually just living their lives. Yeah, and whatever they go through and they experience during that time is what inspires them to write and come up with a concept for their album, for something for them to follow. They may even be recording music, like we said, the back catalogue continuously throughout that. But there's that music is just music. It's just an idea. But whereas when they're thinking about their albums, they're thinking about something that's really like a specific concept, something that really feels like it's moving them, that they want to resonate with the people. Do you get what I'm saying? Or their fan base.
And you don't think everyone does that?
No. On top of that, Rebs did show me year or two ago, he did say TDE, he goes, they move a different way. And
they
at
definitely
the time,
do.
the way he said it to me, he goes, they push the artists that they decide to push, they're pushing.
That's their period, and
it's
everyone
like
does
Kendrick was there for a year or two, and then they moved to, was it Sir? Or no, it was someone else.
Kendrick came to our album for how long?
Schoolboy Q was a year, and then they moved to, I can't remember.
Schoolboy Q was 2019.
Yeah, someone else was before that. Then it was
everyone has their own year.
Like, sometimes it could be two people in a year. Yeah, in a year.
So
like SZA, she dropped one album. She ain't dropped for time.
Very much like,
but she should be probably about next.
She should be coming soon. I don't know. I think I wouldn't be surprised if TDE, for the most part, for like your SZAs and Kendricks, they're waiting for COVID to go away.
Not just them. A lot of artists.
Yeah, definitely.
Because a lot of artists are being blocked right now. Not even blocked. I'm just being blunt with words when I say blocked. But
I think that's why Drake ain't dropped.
It's very hard to sell tickets for shows. You know,
it's hard to even organize it.
I mean, I was watching on IG only, was it today or yesterday? Like a bouncer, like had said, like, you know, like people need to start looking at other paths of doing what they love doing. You know, he said especially artists. You know, he said himself he's a fighter. You know, and the impact that it's had, like he's got a big fight coming up and he's not able to fight it because, you know, he's being blocked because he's not able to sell tickets. You know, so it's a very big impact, and that's just going off of the whole COVID, what we have that we're having to deal with around the world.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's like Drake was supposed to drop his album earlier on in the year, and All now, Certified Lover Boy still ain't come. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's because of that. That he's holding back so that he can tour and make the money, because that's where most of the money comes from.
Yeah.
And that's understandable. Don't make no sense.
Definitely.
What about this Kanye thing? Yeah? Obviously, you said that his album is coming now.
I didn't buy it when everybody was getting excited for it a couple of weeks back. I was like, it's not coming. You don't think that year's album's coming? He even did that with what's it? Please excuse me, I'm bipolar or whatever, or not. Please excuse me, or something like I'm bipolar. I'm sorry, or so, I can't remember what. And I don't mean to take the piss because again I am a fan of Ye, but I feel like he did that with the releases that as well.
The Theory, I think,
and even maybe Jesus is King.
I watched a video basically, yeah, and the theory was that he isn't gonna release this album. He's living in that stadium, yeah. So what people are saying is he's gonna try and do like, and once a week he's gonna do a concert and play his album, but he's not gonna release it. Like, it's released already, but he's just gonna keep doing it like that, and he's getting paid like £1 million a week.
I think he's
dollars probably.
He's done what other people don't do. So he's doing what would normally happen, being, so to speak, at that level in the music industry. You promote your album to, I suppose, all the other celebrities, so to speak, yeah? Because if you don't know about it and you ain't invited to come and listen to it, you ain't there. So what he's done, it's a selling tactic, like Rez was saying.
But this is all a 30,000 people stadium.
Yeah, but it's all celebrities, people who's been invited. This is not something you can go online and buy tickets. A ticket. You can?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how much does it cost?
I don't know.
Probably an arm and a leg.
But that's what I mean. That might be his plan, where like he's trying to do something super that's never been done.
No, but this is
where his album, where instead of dropping an album in a normal way on the streaming platforms and he's only gonna do it there. Say he does that for 6 months, where he's just doing that, and then he drops the album. That's the.
But at the same time,
I could see that happen.
But it's
because it would make it mad special. Like no one's ever done that before.
But you say that, but at the same time, it could be a case of people do this all the time. It's just that he's.
People doing what all the time?
Someone's given a date. I won't say so to speak. Him.
People doing what all the time?
As in, give a date that the album's gonna be released, but it's not actually a time that the album's being released. It's more so, my album is out, but I'm gonna promote it to everybody. But it's only the time that I'm promoting it to celebrities and somebody. Yeah. But the date that the album will be released is the actual date that the album will be out to the public.
But that's what people are saying, that might not ever come. He might just do, because he's maybe, you know, he's just trying to do something big and
he's done it before. Grandiose. Yeah, he's done it before. It's a selling tactic to him.
He might be thinking like, you know what? Rather than actually putting an album out as on streaming platforms, on physical CDs, whatever, I'm just gonna do it as it's an experience, and you have to come and experience me perform this.
Which 100% he could be doing that. He could be.
I don't think he'll do it forever. He might do it for 6 months.
Yeah, 100%.
It was like 1 mil or 7 mil or something like that he's making a week from doing that. And he's just
that could be just his tactic.
Have you seen that video of him in that little room? Like
I think it's all part of the campaign. Personally,
I see that. But it could be
saying that he's living in like a little small
stadium.
In the stadium, innit?
And that's where like he's getting different people to come in and record bits and pieces.
But like you said, it could be that.
Kanye's he's different in the sense where he's also maybe just trying to capture a certain kind of energy by being in that stadium. There's something that's speaking to him like from that stadium that he wants to capture and execute his idea or whatever. Like that's the way that Kanye paints himself to be. But at the same time, I believe there's possibly that like part of him feels like he's making a moment or is intending to or is going to make a moment or there's another part of Kanye that's just using it as a marketing tool.
I mean, the album could be just be that stadium experience. It's not to be, like you said, bumped in the car and that. Yeah, we will see.
What was your Isaiah's album? You liked it? What do you think?
Overall, like I did speak to that.
I know he was talking about songs. Actually,
Overall, the album it's a one you can play right through from start to finish. But going back to the Ye and Drake thing, we're going to round up shortly because I know we've probably been going on for a little while, but all the same, hope you lot have enjoyed. Part of me is just seeing jokes and memes and stuff about there being some competition between Drake and Ye, and then there's some people who have said that they've supposedly they've pieced it up. I don't know. Yeah, either which way, I don't know, but I hope that the two of them don't necessarily drop at the same time. I don't want Ye's album to be in the way of Drake's or Drake's to be in the way of Ye's, even though I feel like there's not really any way Ye's album will get in the way of Drake's.
That's what I was going to say.
Like, personally, I don't think so.
Make a difference. But I hear you're trying to get number one.
I mean, thinking about it, as I'm saying it, all of these different ideas are coming to mind. It's possible that Ye's waiting for Drake to drop so that maybe because Drake's dropped on that day, everybody's going to want to go and listen to Ye's as well. So naturally, his first week numbers are gonna be like almost he's piggy banking his first week numbers off of Drake's. Yeah. We don't know because obviously the nature of their relationship and some of the things Drake has said, it might be a thing where Drake, not because he's actually shook of him, he might just like in any way, just has to be wary of Ye's tactics. So that's why he goes on or has been as relentless as he's been in recent years about dissing Ye or like sending little shots or whatever his way. I don't know. Again, I don't know neither of them.
We'll have to see. But it will be interesting.
Definitely. There was some more projects that I wanted to talk about. I feel like we should just kind of quickly touch upon them because I don't want to forget about these guys. Yes, definitely. Glory Days, Lifestyle Glory Days, because it's basically the third entry or third part of the series, the Glory Days series. Obviously, shouts Victor Santoro, like his whole graft, his grind has been interesting and inspiring as well to watch.
You like his music, yeah?
Yeah, I do. I'm not like a big fan of everything, but again, that's just me. The average, I feel like the average music fan. Yeah,
I was listening to all the other stuff
as well.
I didn't even get around to listening to this.
Okay, well,
and I've never listened to him.
Okay, no, do you know, it's just because he's a local lad, isn't it? Like when I was young, he was shooting. I assume it was his first music video. I can't even remember what it was called. It's not Welcome to London. I can't remember. It's something along those lines. But I was a youth man. Obviously, I was walking down Arica Road. Yeah, and I'm saying that like you don't know the road, but obviously those who know. Was walking down the road and he had bare of like the ends. I was about to bait up the ends, yeah, but he had bare of the ends with him in the video shoot. Obviously, these are like what? This is like legit between 01 and 06, I will say.
Oh, it was a long time.
So it was ages ago, yeah. And I remember it, and I think I even tried to get into one of the shots they did out by the shops there. Yeah, tried like what I want to be in it, like walk past kind of thing, because I'm not friends with nobody like that. Yeah, them time they were cool with no one like that. Yeah, obviously trying to beg it and that. But yeah, obviously.
What did you think of the project?
There's one or two tunes that I like. I like the tune that he did with Swiss. I wouldn't say that it's a favorite of mine.
The track list.
I liked Cosign a lot, and I believe Testament.
Okay.
Yeah, but again, obviously it's a 3-part series, isn't it? So when you put them all together, I guess it kind of acts as a thing. I feel like I might have some kind of clue as to why he did it that way, but either which way, I guess just to give it some more longevity to some extent, like. Just stretch it out a bit more, especially because of the way that people consume music now as well. Vic, if that was your strategy, my apologies for baiting it up. Yeah, if that might have been your thing that he's doing, but all the same, I respect it. I feel like he had to get shot. I don't want to forget people that I can see are working hard and have been working hard that don't necessarily
he's
like.
definitely been working.
Yeah,
hard.
you see what I'm saying?
To him.
Like
I haven't listened to any of his music. I will listen to this by the time we record again. But he's been working hard in the last couple of years. When it's like the acting.
Yeah, he's trying and doing. Yeah,
he's keeping busy. Man.
The all round, yeah, exactly.
In the limelight, so to speak. Rubbing
shoulders with the people he feels he needs to be rubbing shoulders with, and you got to give the man his flowers.
Definitely. Man.
So yeah, shout outs to Vic.
The last
was
one
there anyone
I
else?
think of was Fredo's album.
I listened to Fredo's album today. I'll be honest in saying I don't really
It's
like
Fredo.
it.
It's him. Like, it's not a surprise how he sounds. But he always sounds similar. He makes the same type of music. It was okay, but I don't care like that. His first
Slim's
song
making
was
it
sick.
seem so bad, you know. It's
I don't know.
it's just I just didn't.
What we're saying? Is that why you're laughing?
Because it's just, see, this is where trust me, where things get long as well. Yeah, like people, artists. I'm not saying I don't know him, and I'm not saying he would be pissed off. I mean, he might not even hear this. We could be a poop in the wind. But
there were a few songs that I liked, but generally, I'm not a fan of.
Yeah, no, there wasn't
that 100.
The album didn't.
Was sick. That made him.
See, the thing is, I just don't. The thing is, what I thought was a bit strange for me was that I don't understand why I enjoyed his verse on, in the Fire on Dave's album, as much as I did, but then when it's just him by himself, I don't, or like in certain features, I don't know if it's maybe he's been critiqued a bit more by the person who he's featuring with, or he's bringing more of his A game. I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know. I personally, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Fredo's music at all.
You're saying he's a feature man.
Yeah, you're trying to be a shit stirrer, bruv, and it's not even that, bruv. Like, I'm not with all of that. Yeah,
you ain't trying to draw no one out.
Yeah,
like,
trust me. Like, and it's not on a like,
it's
oh
not
man,
for
shook
us
kind of
anyway.
thing. It's just exactly.
Really,
and
his music,
it's not for us.
It's not for us in terms of age, and it's not for us in terms of what he's talking about. Like, because a lot of the time he's just talking about drillings and trapping.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Man was just being
Don't
fucking still, but it's a moment, innit? It's a moment every now and then, but
and listen to some drill, but I'm still aware this ain't my bag like that. It's nah, but I can appreciate it from time to time. So I'm gonna give it a few more listens. There was a song called Double Tap with Sus.
Yeah, that was the drill one. I think it was. Yeah, I think Double Tap was the drill tune. And that tune wasn't too bad. I didn't really feel Fredo on it. Yeah, if I'm going to be honest, I just feel like, without going on too long about it, I just feel like I get the impression that Fredo doesn't actually care about the actual art form,
the craft.
Yeah, the craft of music is
it's a money.
And I don't know. It's not. I'm not even saying that he has to care. It's him. Do what you're doing. You're eating, bro. But I feel like I can hear that through the music. Yeah, and it just doesn't resonate with me personally. That's all. But I still gave it a go because I thought to myself, have I actually ever listened to a Fredo project at all?
I thought that before, but then sometimes I think, right, is that just his style? Like, because he's not hype or like got energy. He's always like, and I'm doing this, I'm doing this.
And I think that's what it is that's missing. It's that versatility. It's that versatility. Like he's
mad, like bear.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I mean, if he got Dave, because from what I heard, he got Dave to executive produce or produce one of his projects or something like that.
I think it was this one.
Yeah. So if it's this, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
or maybe it's the next one.
Evidently, there's some care.
This, like, it's called Independence Day.
Yeah, because he left the label and all of that. And big him up on that as well, the going independent.
Yeah, he's got bars and that. He's doing his thing.
We don't have to like the music
man,
to still not respect a man's hustle and see what a man's doing. You get what I'm saying?
He's all got that contract with Kick Game.
Oh yes.
So you hear me? He's doing his thing.
He owns it to some.
Yeah, he's got some form of ownership, or that's what I said, some form of contract. You get me? He's got something going on.
So yeah.
But yeah, he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing, man.
So again, obviously, shouts to him for the release. Regardless, from what I heard, it was a surprise release. But yeah, I think
that's about it.
Yeah,
for me.
And we've been at it for a little while. So
It's been a while.
Yeah,
We're gonna close out. Appreciate listening.
Definitely, and again,
watching.
Give us the feedback. Let us know
what you think.
Let us know how you're feeling about the episode. And yeah,
see you next week, man. We'll be back.
Signing out, man.